fire, you're gonna watch it burn. Try to save yourself like you always do. Every bridge we build, you think it's just to burn it down, just burn it down.
Hey guys, it's BatChat, and I know it's been a while. It's another Corona video. I'm trying to take care of my spring semester in college and get more footage for you guys, so hopefully we'll have some of that coming on soon. But I was kindly provided some footage from the Alpha from PNCR to go over the Ho-Ri Type 3. Now, the Ho-Ri Type 3 is the new Japanese Tier 10 tank destroyer, and I would like to compare it to the Jagdpanther 2, tier for tier. It's got really good casemate armor, but pretty bad hull armor. Now you can see it's got average hit points, and it doesn't have really good damage per minute with a reload time of 11.5, but it has such good penetration, and it has very, very good alpha damage for the gun. So the peekaboo type playstyle is almost perfectly suited for this tank, where you wait until a tank has finished firing at your casemate while you're angling, and then you pop up, you shoot him, and then you pop back down. We're going to see a good use of that later on in the gameplay. As you can see, it doesn't have good gun depression, and it doesn't really have good turret angle, so you really have to position your tank well. Finding cover in hills in order to cover that hull, or taking opportunity shots while the enemy's reloading, would be the best way to make use of this tank. So, we're going to take a look at some gameplay now. Alpha has the samurai camo on it, which looks pretty fantastic, and he's starting off here on Black Goldville. And it looks like he is going to go north at this point. Looking at the team list, it's always better to try to go north on this map because you can get stuck in town. So we're going to see if he makes good use of that here. Now, the best place to kind of position your Ho-Ri would be a little bit south of the A-cap. That way you've got the cover from the rock formations in order to shield your hull, and you could poke out and potentially shoot tank destroyers or mediums that are getting too over-aggressive. Now, Alpha's taking the position I suggested, and we're going to see if he can get any opportunity shots off here in the beginning. He does get a little bit unlucky on the very first shot. He's going to try to take a shot here at the T62. And as you can see, the penetration on this gun is fantastic, but I think he just managed to either hit the top of the tank or clip the tracks. Either way, unlucky. Should have been a pin, to be honest, but he'll make up for that in the rest of this battle. Now right here, you don't want to be too over-aggressive because yes, obviously you got spotted, so you're going to want to shield yourself from the enemies on the right, which he's doing. He's going to take a look, and as you can see, he found a T30. Now, usually you will be taking damage from that kind of shot. You're out wide in the open, you have no hull armor, and it's a T30. So definitely want to reduce your chances of getting hit like that. Now he's just trying to potentially get an opportunity shot on the T30's turret if he comes and pokes back around, or he's going to try to take the mediums out of the fight here. And unlucky to get that shot on the AMX 5120. I think he hit the right side of the turret where the overmatch angle wasn't going to work. So Alpha's doing good here. He notices that the majority of their team is not here. They actually have some people flanking, which is taking guns out of the fight. He's going to go ahead and use that fantastic penetration to go right through the cheek of the T30, which you don't see a lot of medium tanks or heavy tanks able to do. But with the accuracy and the penetration on this gun, he's able to easily take care of that. So you see, 6 degrees of gun depression is definitely manageable for a tank destroyer. But you want to make your shots count, because obviously you don't have that really high alpha damage or crazy rate of fire like the 263, or if we're talking high alpha damage, maybe like the 268 or the FE183. So you want to try to reduce the times that you're bouncing or missing shots. So right now he's going to try to remove the threat on this flank. And as you can see, when you're right out in the open, the Ho-Ri is like cheese. It's like Swiss cheese. You can just butter right through the hull there. Now you will get some random bounces, but you can't count on the armor for this tank. So you have to be able to position correctly in this tank. Alpha is going to go ahead and move over to the left here. Go ahead and get past this Maushin. And then he's going to try to take the left flank here. As you can see, you're a very tall tank as well. You're able to pin right through the cheeks of the mouse without using the premium ammo. Another benefit of having really, really good penetration on this tank. Now, you can see he's exposing his hull to the mouse, which is a really bad idea. But you see, sometimes it's a fluke and you manage to get a bounce from that. But you see how easy he's able to pin this mouse. I mean, just look at that armor profile. Even when the mouse is going down that hill and angling the lower plate away, it's still gray. I find that crazy. And it leads to some really good opportunities for this tank to take advantage of heavies who are being a little bit too over-aggressive. So the Maushan's going to go down and attempt to go ahead and take out the mouse. And we're going to go ahead and back up. And as you can see, even angling the hull upwards and away from the FU-4005 didn't guarantee a bounce. And the FU-4005 doesn't have a crazy amount of pin for a tank destroyer. So you can see that the armor is not incredibly reliable. But as you can see, the penetration on this gun, I mean, it's just crazy. It also doesn't weigh a lot, so make sure to not always be ramming people, but sometimes you can. So Alpha goes ahead and secures the W for this game. He gets 5.4k damage, Ace Taker Mastery Badge, and he secures himself a single kill there. Did a pretty great job securing that cave side on Black Goldville. Took advantage of the spots in town to make sure that he was going to take out one flank while the enemy took the other. Now this next game is on Mayan Ruins. He's up against Def X and Triari R. And he is going to take a pretty standard TD position. Normally you see a lot of Jagdpanzers or FU-183s take this position. It's right up here next to the bushes. And that lets him shoot down the A side and protect the B side from being rushed. Now, this position can be precarious if the enemy flank around the B side road. So he has to be very cautious. So right now he's debating on which way to go, and he's eventually going to choose this bushes position. Now, I think he does not really get a good position at the moment right here. Usually you'd want to be in the right bush, but the left bush also works. It just makes it so that you can't see the B cap, and he realizes that, and he's moving into the right bush now. So we're going to see that great penetration again and that really good accuracy. You see the Chieftain, the only way you're really going to pin it right now is in the side armor. So he's waiting for the Chieftain to back up and bam, right through the side armor. We all know that those British heavies have that weak point right there on the side, and it's very easy to pin through the tracks even if there's a steep angle. So he's just going to keep abusing that at the moment. The Chieftain can be pinned through the turret with the premium rounds, as you can see. And he's just going to take advantage of that again and just smack the Chieftain. Now, I think he gets spotted here. Yeah, he does get spotted here. I think it couldn't have been from the Chieftain. The Chieftain's a little bit too far out, so he must have not had the camo net set when the E100 was up. Either that or somebody on the right was able to see him through the camo net. Now, what he's going to do here is just keep assisting his teammates down at the A cap and neutralizing the threat there before moving his way up near the B cap to kind of pressure the enemies and push them back towards C. Now, this is a good move here. I like this. The Sheridan isn't going to be expecting the Ho-Ri to be on this side. Even though he's spotted now, the Sheridan really doesn't have anywhere to run, so the Waffle and the Leopard can take him while Alpha goes ahead and focuses on the SU. As you can see, sometimes you will get random bounces. And that's probably because people think that they can deal with this like they deal with a Ferdinand at tier 8, where you load gold and shoot through the cheeks. But this, honestly, is a lot different from the Ferdinand. This has more mobility, and it has that ability to back up very quickly and angle the armor in a funky way, kind of like the SC-122-44 or even other tanks like the WZ-121FG at tier 8. Now, as you can see that great pin, even though the Jagdpanzer's up on a hill and angling that casemate armor away, just look at that beautiful, beautiful gray spots right there next to the cheeks, and he gets a nice 600 damage roll. And as you can see, he's just stacking up damage because he has a teammate to really take the hits for him. So right now, I really don't like what he's doing right here. I think he's going to go right after the Sheridan, which, I mean, yeah, it's trying to take a tank out of the game and force him back around towards his IS-4. But he could have just gone to the right and focused the heavy and the TD, and that honestly would have made the game a little bit easier towards the end. But he does manage to get a shot into the Sheridan. He's put himself out of the game for a little bit just to chase him. And Sheridan goes down, and Alpha is going to execute a pro gamer move and just ram the Jagdpanzer, taking 600 and almost 700-ish health. But he does manage to secure the win. This time he got another kill, and he did manage to get 5.4k damage and the mastery badge. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you see Alpha in game, make sure to thank him. I always appreciate the subscribers who send in replays during this time because honestly, I can't get a ton of content myself because I'm busy doing homework. Anyways, like I said, hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one.